What's up, Pop Hearts TV? I am here with Bailey Hefley. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Thank
This is
you
so
so much.
fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today virtually.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. This is actually my first Zoom interview, so I'm very glad.
Feel so honored.
Yes.
How,
Aw, you're so sweet.
how has it been going with you while you're at home and stuck at home, I guess?
It's been good. So I actually have been quarantining in Arkansas with my
Okay.
family, and you can see a nice, I'll give you a view, cow
Nice.
painting behind me. Yes. I grew up on a farm, and this is what we still call the playroom where I'm staying right now. There's a little guest bedroom in here, and I'm all cozied up.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, while you've been home, and I guess it was probably at your condo, you did film a music video to your new single, Doing Time with You, though. So
I did. Yes, that was so I went home back to my condo in Nashville because I live alone. I figured that was safe enough, to go back there. It wasn't like I was like resetting a quarantine with multiple people or anything.
right.
And so I went back for 2 weeks, and that was when I filmed that.
I love it. That was so creative for you to do that.
Oh,
And it was so
thank
cute
you.
how you did it. And just like little selfie style, like so cute. Love it.
Thank you. Yeah, who doesn't love a good selfie video in quarantine?
Right.
Like, if
Exactly.
you're not taking a selfie music video, you're not doing this right.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Now, I hear that you also have an album coming out this fall. Is that correct?
I do.
Yeah.
So the actual release date has not been officially set, so
Okay.
I don't even know what that is. I can't share it with you. But yeah, I'm 3 singles deep now on
Okay.
the album, and I'm really excited to show everyone the rest of it.
Yeah. So are you currently working on new music right now for the album? How is that going for you?
So I'm not recording right now because of, all the limitations
Right.
that have been placed upon us. But yeah, at some point I hope to get back into the studio and start working on album number 2. I actually
Oh, wow.
have already started writing for that album, and I'm really excited about a few of the songs that I have my eye on to record for it.
Yeah. Now, I know you do write a lot of new music and a lot of your music. What's that process like for you? I know a lot of the singles that you have released are kind of like about love and relationships and stuff. Is that
Yeah.
kind of a theme for you? Is that something you like writing about? What's your process like?
Yeah, I definitely like writing about love.
Yeah.
I love love. I love the process of finding it, and I even love all the bad things about, getting your heart broken in a way, because I think it makes you a better person in the long run. It helps you grow, and I don't know. I'm the type of person that I don't like to feel anything too heavily, but we all do. And if I can write a song about it, I can get through it. And it really started out like that, kind of my therapy and my way to put my thoughts on paper, kind of like journaling.
Mhm.
And it's grown into something that I just can't not do.
Yeah. Do you find it harder to write for other people? Because I know in the past you've written for other people as well. Do you find it harder to do that than yourself?
No, I actually find it fun, because you can almost, I feel in a way like I have this responsibility, even though I know it's not real. It's just something that I've placed upon myself. When I'm writing for myself, I want it to feel real. I want it to be something I've experienced, and I want it to be raw and honest. But when I'm writing for someone else, I can almost channel another person without feeling guilty about it, even though I
Yeah.
shouldn't feel guilty either way, but I do.
Is there anyone that you would just die to like write a single for eventually?
Oh my goodness, so many people.
Yeah.
I am a huge Ed Sheeran fan. That's just the first name that popped into my head.
Wow.
And I would love to write a single for him, but I know he writes all of his own stuff, so we can just shoot for co-write.
I would say
Ed, if you're
co-writing
listening,
and doing it together. Yes.
yes,
That definitely would work out.
yeah, heck yeah.
Now, on your upcoming album for whenever it's released, is there anyone that you are working with that you can tell us about? Any producers or any other singers or anything like that?
Well, so Brian Kennedy and Davi Foreman produced my first album, and Jamie O'Neill actually co-produced a few of the tracks too. So I'm assuming I will probably go back out to LA and work with Brian Kennedy again. We haven't really fully discussed the next steps yet because I'm still in the writing process. So what I usually do when I'm creating an album is I'll get together with people right now over Zoom,
Yes.
and write a bunch of songs, and then I choose a few that really mean the most to me and I really feel like the world needs right then.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do. Like when you write and do all these songs, is narrowing it actually down to what makes the album, right?
Yes, it's very hard, especially when for me they're all like my song children. I call
Right.
them my song babies. And it is. I mean, it's like if I had to line up children and actually choose a child, like who actually wants to do that?
Yeah.
Such an awkward process, but I have to send one off to college and are usually about 8.
I love that analogy. You only need to pick one to go to college.
I
That's
know.
amazing.
I'm like, I'm sorry, you others. Y'all just weren't quite there, but
You weren't ready yet to go to
you
college.
weren't ready. You might be ready for college next year.
Yeah, maybe the second one you can go.
Yeah, yeah. You can just take senior year one more time.
I love that. Funny. I'm also obsessed with the song Dust on a Diamond. Like
Oh, thank
that,
you.
oh my gosh, like that song to me is just amazing. Like, and I know you wrote that. It's kind of like this like empowerment song. And oh gosh, when you wrote that song, what was kind of like your motivation or inspiration for that?
First of all, thank you for saying that so much. You're so kind. I wrote that from, I was just mentioning how that I like to make all of my songs. I like to create them from a really raw emotion. And then there's always this spectrum where it's like, some days you're having a great day and you have to walk in and find a hook that you're feeling something about. And then it kind of does resurface all of those emotions and it really does come from a raw place. But on this particular day, I walked in and I told this story that it wasn't like that, excuse me, that morning the breakup happened, but I was just kind of, I don't know, having an off day and I was really in my feels, as you'd like to say. And I walked in just spilling my guts to these two women, Marty Dodson and Linda Green, about what I'd been through. And they seemed to really connect with the story. And after about 10 minutes of them like listening intently and so kindly, I was like, so what do y'all think? And Marty kind of picked up her guitar, strummed a few chords, and the song fell out. And I think we wrote it in like an hour and 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
cool. I love hearing those stories, how, songs like that just come together, because it's amazing. I'm just so in awe of like songwriters who can do that. Like, it's amazing to me.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I mean, but yeah, so the story was basically in a nutshell. I don't have to give you the 10-minute version, but this guy broke my heart and I felt completely lost. And I don't know, I got to the point where I was in school at the time and I was writing little notes in the margins of my paper, like, you're going to be okay. Because thoughts would just resurface. And I don't know, I felt it was just distracting. I felt like I couldn't focus on studying. I couldn't focus on my friendships. I couldn't do anything without thinking about this. It's like I would escape it for a second only for it to come back and for me to wonder, what did I do wrong? Like, how did I mess this up? And I don't think we need to think like that after we lose somebody. It's just not how it works. It's not because we're a bad person or because we messed it up somehow because we misstepped. It's because it wasn't right and it wasn't meant to be.
Oh, love it. So good.
Oh,
So good.
thank you.
Now, I know in the past you've opened up for Old Dominion, Dina Carter, Justin Moore, just to name a few amazing people.
Yes. Just little things.
I mean, little people, no big deal or anything. I mean, no biggie.
Not a huge honor or anything like that.
What was that experience like for you? And who would you love to go on tour with in the future after this next album's released?
Okay, so Old Dominion was amazing. I had fun opening for everybody that you just named. When I opened for Old Dominion, I don't know, there was something about their audience that I really connected to. And I would love to go on tour with them because their audience, I don't know, they seemed like they really enjoyed my songs. And when I opened for them, I hadn't even released any of the songs that are currently out right now. So they didn't know any of my music, and they held their cell phones up. They were really cool. So I would love to open for them again.
I love that. Yeah, I feel like their fans would just be like really cool and just like a great vibe.
They were really, really cool. And they had a lot of young female fans. And I feel like, I'm a young female. I feel like a lot of them will connect to my lyrics from a logical standpoint. And so, yeah.
Love it. Okay, so what has been the best advice that you've been given so far in your career?
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a tough one. When I was younger, so Bobby Pinson mentored me when I was younger. And when I moved to town, he said, anything you're doing that's not music, stop doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty intense, but
it is.
But I think it was good advice. I really do. And I mean, I'm not going to say I don't have balance in my life and I don't do other things and socialize, but I do have a really strong work ethic, and I think that's gotten me so far. I don't think if I had spent as much time going out with my friends, like done it more 50-50, I don't know if I would have songs out right now. It just takes so much time to get this off the ground and to really learn how to write a song and how to walk into a writer's room and be vulnerable, all of that stuff. I mean, it somewhat comes naturally to me, but I've gotten better and better, I think, as I've gone, and it's because of my work ethic.
Yeah. Speaking of being vulnerable, has there been like a moment in your career that's just been like walking into those rooms, it's just been like kind of scary for you, or like you're like, oh gosh, I don't know if I could do this, but then you did do it?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say specifically, I don't ever feel like I can't do it, but I do get nerves if I know the person has written a song that I really love. One story that I love was a girl named Alyssa Marino. She's really talented. She wrote some big songs, and I looked her up before the write, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to write with this girl. And I was like really nervous, and I got to the door and I knocked and I stood there and I was like, try not to fangirl. Yeah. And then I sat down, and she and I just got along like a house on fire. And she said, why don't we write once a week? Can we write every Wednesday? And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is like, am I awake? Hold on. Like, God, where are you? Yeah. But so, yeah, that was one that I was really nervous for. Usually if I look their name up and they've written some huge hit that I used to listen to as a child, I'm like, okay, do good. Bring your best hooks, impress them.
Amazing.
But yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so going back to doing things that are not music related, I guess, that worked out real well. In quarantine, what are some things that you are binging currently?
Okay, so this is going to be funny. I might be the only person, I'm convinced, maybe not just in the US, like on the planet Earth, that doesn't have Netflix right now.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm loving that, because that is amazing.
Thanks. I have it on my laptop. I'm just not a fan of the whole like being in my bed in the awkward like shoulder position and like, yeah. So I've just fallen asleep listening to music every night, and I'm good with that.
I love that. You know what? I'm so there with you. I'm there.
Are you?
I am. You know, I told my mom that the other day, because she kept asking me like if I had watched these shows, and I'm like, I cannot do it. I cannot binge watch anything. And everyone keeps talking about all these shows, and I'm like, no, I just turn on the music, go do some arts and crafts, and call it a day.
There you go. It's not a bad plan. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I were home in Nashville, I'm sure I would be on my TV, because it's hard for me to resist. It's funny that I'm saying this now, because I filled out an interview, like a written interview a few weeks ago, and they said, what's one of your quirks? And I said, it's that I absolutely have to watch something positive on TV before I go to sleep. Yeah. And I don't know, I guess I'm breaking the habit now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. You know, I actually saw a study once, and it was like people who watch like something positive or something like repetitive, like every single night before they go to bed, it's like I guess it helps them go to sleep at night. So
it does for me. Yes, I love doing it, and I likewise if I watch something scary or I don't know, just weird, it will either A, keep me up until like 3 a.m. because I'm so interested, and ain't nobody got time for that. But B, it also I have nightmares, so I don't know. I guess I'm just really sensitive to what I'm taking in.
Yes. And have you done anything super random during quarantine or baked or made anything crazy?
Okay, I have not gotten on the bread baking trend. I've really enjoyed the bread baking memes and jokes.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. So my mom, we have, there's the house, and then I'm in what was a mule shed that we converted to the playroom, and there's not a full kitchen out here. I've got a microwave, but I don't have anything to cook with. So I haven't been.
Haven't yet. Okay.
Yeah. I never really want to like invade my mom's space when she's cooking because we've got both my brothers are home and my brother is in college right now. And so she's always like baking him lunch or something. And he plays football. He's trying to gain weight for football. And so she's like, all right, PB&J sandwich, another PB&J sandwich, another one. How many can you eat?
That is so cute.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like having the whole family home again.
Yeah, it's really been amazing. I didn't think I was going to get this much time ever again with my whole family.
Yeah, I love it.
I love that.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Oh, yeah.
It's so nice having you here to chat with all the Pop Hearts viewers and me. So thank you. And
you're so welcome.
We look forward to seeing all your new music come out and seeing what you do next.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really excited. And yeah, everybody, if you are watching, I have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all the things, YouTube. So.
And what's your handle on Instagram and Twitter and all that?
Bailey Hefley across the board.
Perfect.
Really easy.
Awesome. Well,
and I did just get TikTok.
Oh, so. There you go. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, you have a great day and we will talk soon.
Okay. You too.
Bye.
Thank you.